Hey everybody, Zorua here, and today we are here for a new series. It's going to be something that goes along with the whole Pokemon journey through certain regions and everything. And it's a top 10 slash top 5 kind of thing. And we're going to do things kind of small this time so I can see how you guys like it. And it's going to be the kind of obvious choice, my top 5 dark type Pokemon. If you already didn't know, Dark type is easily one of my favorite typings in Pokemon, and kind of not gonna lie, but if you don't know, the number one spot is gonna be kind of surprising. But let's go and get down into it. First up, we have at number 5 is Weavile. Weavile has always been a top 5 for me when it came to just being an overall Pokemon. When it came to Weavile, it wasn't just his typing, it wasn't just his design, it wasn't even just his stats. It was just the Pokemon in general. When I saw it in, I think it was Muse. I think it was Mystery to Mew. Something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I liked it overall, and then that's what made me love it. The movie that it was in. I don't know why, but it was just like seeing Weavile just being so coordinated like that just made it amazing. And the description about it doesn't lie either, because it's a super coordinated Pokemon. So that's all I can really say about that. But other than that, well, the one thing I can say I don't like about Weavile, even though it is a top 5, I hate it's shiny. I don't think I've run into anybody that said that, oh yeah, the shiny is amazing. It's pink and yellow. It went from black and red, something that is amazing, to pink and yellow. But I'm not going to bash it down because of that. But it's by far easily one of my favorite top 5 Pokemon in dark typing. Alright, let's get on down to number 4, which is, I'm pretty sure some people will be surprised to know about this. It's Absol. Absol is easily another dark type that I've always loved. It wasn't just its stats, it was actually its design. When I saw it in, I think it was Jirachi's movie. I'm almost positive. Again, this is another Pokemon that I love strictly because it was a movie. When I saw it back in the movie, I loved how it was always there right before something happened. And it was one of those things where it was a warning sign. It was like, that Pokemon is perfect for that kind of scenario. And since it was considered the disaster Pokemon and it's always around during that time, it always just fit. And seeing Absol, it's kind of a powerhouse. Like, if you really think about Mega Absol, you set up a Swords Dance or something, and that thing just destroys lives. I've always loved Absol. And like I said, some people are probably going to be just, like, surprised by this because I've said before I kind of hate Absol, but it wasn't because I hated it. It was because what it did to me. I will always love Absol. Alright, down to number 3. This has always been a favorite flying type, a favorite dark type. It's just been something I've always loved. And it was the big boss Pokemon Honchkrow. If you don't like something with the name Big Boss Pokemon, there's gotta be something wrong with you. Because you can't say that Murkrow, this tiny little crow at first, evolving into this giant boss-like mafia Pokemon, is not something amazing. Like, I've always loved Murkrow back in Gen 2 and everything. It was an amazing Pokemon. And then seeing it get an evolution in Gen 4 just made my heart melt. I was like, oh my god, this Pokemon is perfect. Like, it's the perfect example of how it should have evolved. Because at first it was like this devious and quote-unquote annoying Pokemon to people. And then it became like this mafia boss that was just like, hey yo, I'm taking everything you own. And it does. I mean, if you think about it, back when it was competitive stuff, I think it kind of, I wouldn't say it sweat, but it was kind of a monster back then as well. But yeah, I'm going to go on and get to number 2, which kind of can't say it could have got number 1, but there's that one Pokemon that's always going to take number 1 when it comes to dark type. But let's get on to number 2, Hydreigon. Hydreigon is by far probably a lot of people's favorite typing. It's not the best now since Gen 6 and 7 kind of put in fairy typing and all that. But back in Gen 5, this thing was a monster. I mean, it still can be because it has a pretty powerful moveset and everything. But back in Gen 5, this thing would just slaughter. And when I say slaughter, I mean it would sweep teams. It would just destroy things that you wouldn't even think would, like, get one-shotted. This thing was a monster. It's even called the brutal Pokemon. You can't say something like that doesn't deserve it. And I gave it, I can't even get over this, but back in the LP, I just decided to give it this name that seems to fit. That a lot of people probably won't notice unless they're probably like an anime fan and knows about it, but I gave it the name Zabalos because it just seems to fit how it evolves. It goes from this tiny Dano to Zweilous, which has this 2-head, which is destructive as well. And then it goes to this monstrous 3-headed Pokemon that's just, it doesn't care. Like, if you read the description, it says it responds by, it, let me stop. It responds to movement by attacking. It doesn't care what it is. If it moves, it's dead. It does not care. It's like, you know what? You moved, you're dead. You over there, you moved, you're dead. I'm gonna hyper beam everything. But yeah, this destructive Pokemon, I've always loved it. It was just something that I couldn't just say no to. It could have got number 1, but like I said, if it wasn't for this Pokemon, it probably would be a top 1. Well, top 1. It would be number 1. So let's go on to number 5. Yeah, the last one. And like I said, if you didn't expect it, I'm actually surprised because this thing is, I love it. It's adorable. It's mischievous. It's the one and only Zorua. This thing, oh my God. It's not exactly a powerhouse. It's not exactly competitive or anything. It's just, I've always loved Zorua because when I saw it, I was like, that is a fox Pokemon. I used to love Vulpix. I still do, actually. So let me stop. I love Vulpix, and I've loved the fact that fox-type Pokemon just looked amazing when they made them. Vulpix was one of them, Ninetales and all that. And then here comes Zorua here with this dark typing, and it's just mischievous. It uses illusions and everything to make people think other things, and its ability isn't all that bad if you would think about it, but like I said, I can't say anything bad about a Zorua. I literally couldn't. Like, I love its design. I love its sprite. I love the shiny. I love everything about it. Like, the only thing I probably could say that they could have done something is maybe give it some kind of different moveset compared to Zoroark. Maybe make it, I think, a physical attacker rather than a special. I think something like that. I haven't looked into it all like that. I love it. But there's one thing I never paid attention to was its stats, because it was just one of those things where it's like, I don't care if it's bad or good. It was just a Pokemon I always loved. And it was always mischievous. Like, it changes into the form of others to surprise them. And it apparently transforms into a silent child the most. So if it wanted to just scare you, it would literally just sit there and look like a child and you wouldn't even know it's a Pokemon. That's how much I love Zorua. It's always up to something. Alright guys, so this is what we're going to talk about now. Me personally, I would choose the next typing of what our next top 5 would be and everything, but I thought I would give it to you guys. As you can see in the, not the bottom right, the right side of the screen here, you can see 3 different typings: Dragon, Water, and Steel. Now I'm going to let you guys all vote for what's going on here, and maybe we'll see a top 10 next time, because I couldn't do a top 10 dark because I would literally sit here for hours just explaining why this is here, why this is here, why this isn't in the list and all that. I wanted to kind of just slowly walk into this and then actually make a top 10 out of a typing that I love, but it's not exactly a top typing for me. So yeah. But if you guys enjoy, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the Pokemon Center, because it will support us tremendously. My God, I can't talk today. And if you did like this video, go on and hit the like button. Also, if you don't agree with this list, remember, it's opinionated. So if you have anything you want to say, give me your top 5 at the bottom, or even give me a top 10. Who knows? It's all up to you, buddy. But like I said, I'm going to get up out of here. So peace.